do we take care of it? So we take care of it because, our face is the first thing that people will see. So it's very important we take care of our face, especially, we are, sharing about beauty products. So definitely we will definitely take care of it. Now we always say like, oh, you think the summer is done because it's almost fall. Like, oh, I'm done wearing my sunscreen and whatnot. No, we should not be, ignoring the fact that even though it's not no longer as sunny as it is with summer, we still need protection and also taking care of our face. So anyway, disclaimer: this document is for internal education purposes of members only. So as I said, the sun is our a wonderful thing, especially in summertime. We lets it, give us warmth. That gives the energy to our plants, but it's also very um, damaging to our skin because our skin, the sun has radiation, like it has radiation rays. But before we talk about the sun and why do we need to protect our skin from the sun, let's look at what's inside of our skin. So this is the cross section of our skin. We have the top layer here, which is the epidermis. Then we have the middle layer, which is the dermis, where all our, oil glands here, sweat glands, hair follicles are situated, and of course the fat tissue right here. Obviously, the top layer is a little bit more, has still more layers in there on the top. You see there's like a little bit layers, and each time this baby skin comes up, it's right there, like it's still in the pink, the top layer sloughs off. So it's a revolving door basically. So that's how our skin kind of like resets. The problem is the sun. We love the sun, but it has ultraviolet rays. This is basically radiation, and it has three different types. You have the UVA, UVB, and UVC. Now, the UVC, we're not so concerned about because once it hits the ozone layer of our atmosphere, it stops there. But our ozone is actually thinning out, so there's a possibility it would reach the you know our skin surface. We'll never know depending on which area where the ozone is gone. And then the most we concern about is the UVB and the UVA. The UVB stops right here on top of our skin. Okay, still bad, but the UVA is actually worse because it goes deeper into the middle layer. So what do we do to help us protect us? So take a look here in the picture on the left side. This is a young lady, probably in her 20s. If you look at her picture here, she looks like she's a pretty good skin, right? But on the right, if they put it under an ultraviolet light, that's how damaged her skin already is. You don't see it. Like when you look at somebody's face, you don't see if your skin is damaged. Maybe a little bit wrinkly, you'll see, but under examination, you'll see that she has lots of sun damage already. She probably go to out and then no, don't put in a sunscreen. So that's one our this is our first product here, the Atomy sunscreen. So why apply sunscreen? It protects your skin from UV rays because, as we all know, the ozone layer is depleted, and the doctor's recommending SPF 30. What does SPF mean? SPF means sun protection factor. So the higher the SPF, it blocks more UV rays. Okay, so at least 30. So we'll see if our Atomy sunscreen passed that category. What's another reason why we apply sunscreen is because applying sunscreen each day cuts your risk for contracting skin cancer. So remember the UVA and UVB, they're radiation. So when the radiation hits our skin, it damages our DNA. When it does that, when it damages the DNAs in our skin, it causes mutant cells, and that's mutant cells is becomes cancer. So we don't want to get any cancer. So people who've been bathing in the sun without sunscreen, especially the fairer your skin, you are really at higher risk for cancer, skin cancer. Why also apply sunscreen? Because it prevents premature aging of the skin. This is what I say, like, if you are, the first thing you'll notice if your skin is sun damaged, your skin looks leathery, thick, discolored, and very wrinkly. And this is because of the breakdown of the collagen because of the UV rays. And it contributes to lines and sagging wrinkles. So I don't know if you notice anybody who lives in a by the sea, like who lives by the ocean, lives has a house in the by the beach or something like that. It's very very nice. But if they don't put any sunscreen, I remember going by like a fisherman village back home in the Philippines, and like um most of them, they don't even have the concept of a sunscreen. Nobody has educated them, and you will see that their face is very thick and wrinkly, and you ask them if they kind of like they tell you like, oh, how old are you, like, I'm this, like, oh, I'm the same age as you, like, and they look at them and they look much older because of all that sagging and that wrinkles brought upon by exposure to the sun, by being like at the sea without any sunscreen, because they were obviously fishermen. So that's why it's important to apply sunscreen, prevent premature aging of the skin. Another one, it helps maintain an even skin tone. Again, prevents dark spots from sun damage and making your skin a little bit more even toned. So SPF, we talked about that. Sun protection factor, it's the effectiveness of the sunscreen to prevent sunburn caused by UV rays. So the most basic, if you're going to pick up a sunscreen, it has to be 30 and above, because anything below that, it's not just, what's the point? And the second condition that was a good sunscreen, if it's a broad spectrum, meaning the sunscreen protects the skin both of the UVA and the UVB. So make sure there's an ingredient called titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. So let's see if our Atomy sunscreen really check out these two conditions. Let's see. So we have our Atomy sunscreen. So first and foremost, what's the SPF of our Atomy sunscreen? It's 50 plus. So there you go. We are already above the minimum requirement of 30 SPF. And what else? So it has to be broad spectrum to protect us from the UVA and UVB. So what did they say? It needs to have the titanium dioxide. So we have it. And the zinc oxide. So we do. So we both have all that two requirements to be a good sunscreen. So our Atomy sunscreen has that plus additional ingredients which are plant-based. We have the Camellia sinensis extract, Thymus vulgaris, Melissa officinalis, Altathea officinalis leaf. Then we have Perilla, Centella asiatica. Remember, Centella asiatica is the main ingredient of our Derma Real Cica, our a skin line for sensitive skin. We had the Borago officinalis and the Jasmine officinale, which is jasmine. So it has all these wonderful ingredients. So that's why it's, and of course the titanium dioxide and zinc dioxide protects us for both the UVA and UVB, gives us SPF 50, which is a double protection for both rays. And then it has double filtering effect of blocking agents. So it has strong on sweat and sebum, meaning, when we're out in the sun or when you're sweating, it does not come off easily. So it's a very good outdoor sunscreen. So, and it's an efficient UV protection for a long time. It maintains moisture too. So it's, aside from protecting our skin from the sun, it also gives us an excellent texture. It spreads smoothly without stickiness and maintains moisture. The plant-based ingredients keeps the moisture in our skin. And there is no white turbidity. That kind of disperses on our skin as the day goes on. And of course, there's what we call like the non-added ingredients, like the ones that you see in most of the sunscreen. We don't have that. It's very mild, and it's kind of like it's very friendly to sensitive skin. So when to wear sunscreen? I always said, like, people were saying, oh, the summer's done, I don't need to do sunscreen. But no, the more so we wear the sunscreen, because first and foremost, even on cloudy days, up to 80% of the sun's rays go through the clouds still. So even on fall, winter, spring, the sun's rays go through. Even though you don't feel the warmth, but it's the radiation that you will that will hit you. And then especially in winter time, because it's so white, it reflects the sun and the UV rays. It will reflect 80% of the UV rays, increasing your sun exposure more compared to summertime. Isn't that interesting? And of course, if you live in a higher altitude, the greater the UV exposure because you are closer to the, the UV ozone layer, that's where the protection starts. And especially if also you're, like if you're on a plane and then the sun hits you, like in your traveling, it's better to have sunscreen, even though if in your the airplane, because the sun hits you while you're in the plane. Remember, the higher altitude, the greater the UV exposure. So, how to put on your sunscreen? Very easy. Just spread it on your face or wherever on your body, wherever your skin is exposed to the sun. So, this product is available in our US Atomy website, but there are also other sunscreen available in the other shopping mall, which is the at G Mall. This is the one that's available at the at G Mall. It's the Atomy Absolute Essence Sunscreen. So if you go to this at G Mall, we have this one. So this is a combination of both the Absolute brightening, cell active brightening code. We know the same ingredients in your Absolute skincare plus the sunscreen. So again, it has dual protection, UVA, UVB, and at the same time, it has a makeup effect, and of course, it has the effect of the Absolute skincare line. So I love this one. So I have that one all the time with me. Also, at the Atomy US website, we also have the Atomy Sunscreen Sunstick. So for those who are on the go, we have the Sunstick, which is easy to carry with you, and then you don't have to have, to wash your hands to put it in and then put in your face. You just open it up and then rub in areas where you need refilling your face with sunscreen. So no need to make your hands a little bit, kind of clean to put on your face or your skin. So it's very convenient. And those who are a little bit sensitive skin, because there's some people are still sensitive, we have the Atomy Derma Calming Sunstick, also available at the US Atomy website. It's also a broad spectrum, 50 SPF, but it also suits the skin because it has calamine in it. Calamine is like, the thing that you kind of, the pink substance that we use when we have an itch or a rash. So it has some of calamine. So it has like a pinkish, whitish hue. So we do have that in our US Atomy website. So here it is. The calamine is a pink powder made by zinc oxide and iron oxide. It has anti-inflammatory properties, helps soothe sensitive and acne-prone sunburned skin. So if you have sunburn, this is actually better. But make sure it's not open sunburn. It's just a a light sunburn, not a really bad one. And plus, it has antibacterial properties, prevents acne scars. So again, it has that ability to reflect UV rays and also protection like a barrier on your skin, especially for delicate and sensitive skin. And also at G Mall, of course, for us adults, we have all that. But what about the babies? Does the baby need to be protected from the sun too? Yes, they do. Because the more they need some protection because their skin is still very, brand new, basically. They're like less than 1 year old, babies. So at G Mall, we had the Atomy Cerebebe Sun Milk. So they have their own special sunscreen because we can't use the adult sunscreen on them because they have special needs. Their skin is very different from, adults or even like, young adolescents or even children. Babies are a special kind of breed. They have their own special needs. So we do have it at G Mall. We have the Cerebebe Sun Milk, which only has SPF 33 PA. But you know, as a mom, if you have your children go out in the sun, what do? You cover them up. You have a hat, you have their little rash guard. You know, you don't want them exposed. So, you know, you're already there to protect them. So this is just an additional protection for the baby. So it's available at the @gmall. All right, so that was our first protection and caring for our skin. What else that we can do to help, you know, with our skin aside from all our skincare of our in our beauty category in our shopping mall? We also have, you know, in addition to that, we have the BB cream. So the BB cream is one of the hottest beauty product in Asia, and it originated in Germany by a dermatologist to help patients soothe and regenerate skin after laser surgery. Imagine that. So it was invented there. And it's BB cream. BB is stands for Beauty Balm or Blemish Balm. Okay, so now you know. That's the trivia. If anybody asks you, what's BB cream stands for? It's called Beauty Balm or Blemish Balm. So it has all this um, functions here. Blemish Balm cream serves as a, you know, not only, remember, the dermatologist help this create this to help, you know, invented this idea to help soothe the skin. So it does moisturizes the skin, not and typically, you know, and it serves as a foundation and a primer for makeup. And so it's both a makeup and skincare product. It evens out the skin tone and it hydrates it, makes it a dewy skin-like finish. So it's kind of like that uh, makeup, but with no makeup look, kind of like natural kind of looking, dewy. And it camouflages under eye circles, acne scars, and add radiance to the skin without a heavy mask foundation. So sometimes when you look at somebody, you'll like, oh, I'm not sure if she's wearing foundation or not. BB cream is one of those. Like it kind of just give you that little, you know, camera finish without looking well done, so to speak. It helps improve overall texture. So this is our BB cream. It has also an SPF 30. Remember the minimum requirement of SPF? It also has a sun protection factor of 30. So which is good. Aside from being a um, beauty product, it also offers UV protection at the same time. So we do have our Atomy BB cream available at the US website. It's a wonderful product. I could not go away without it. So it's it's made from advanced technologies, of course, you know, from the research and technology from the Korean Atomic Energy Research Institute, plus the also the technologies of Komar Korea with nanotechnologies. So they combined all their technologies for advanced technologies to create this product. And of course, they made it from direct from fresh herbs, and they kind of did all the technology so that it doesn't turn into, you know, always you could see a very pure product that you don't see any brownness, like just like a dried leaf look like. So they have prevented that technology so it keeps the product really nice and clear. So what's inside our BB cream? It has, of course, plant-based. It has the black yeast, beta-glucan, Phylinus linteus rice, Phyllis linteus Pacilomyces japonica, and Diospyros kaki leaf extract. So all of these are, you know, helps with keeping our skin moisturized at the same time. Now, not only in the US website, we have the BB cream, we also have it at the @gmall too. And at Gmall, again, we have a combination of the Absolute skincare ingredients plus the BB cream. So it's a combo. We have the Atomy Absolute BB cream that's available in 4 different shades in the @gmall. So check it out. Go to the @gmall. They have one number 13, 21, 23. And this is what the current one that we have in the US website. It's a little bit on the darker side. So if you're more of a fairer skin and you want also the benefit of the Absolute Cell Active code, brightening code, here are some Atomy Absolute BB cream available at the @gmall. So we have that one. So for bright, just transparent tone, bright tone, and the natural tone. I'm using the Atomy BB number 23. In addition to the regular BB cream, because I want a little bit of combination of between these two shades there. So you could do a combination of that. So that's our Atomy Absolute BB cream. So what's the other one? We have the Atomy Healthy Glow Base, self-radiating skin with a natural dewy glow. Again, it's another one that I really love also. I combine this with the BB creams, and it has a triple action. Triple action. Isn't that wonderful? SPF 30. Of course, again, it has a sun protection, and it's wrinkle care and brightening. I love this one, the wrinkle care, and it gives your that glowy face. Like, even if if you look at the photographs that they take you, you look like you're very well done. But when you look in person, it's just, you look dewy. So it has 3-in-1 function. It's a primer and moisturizer and sunscreen. So, and then it has certified rose water. I don't know if the last time I've discussed about the rose rain mist, it's made of the rose water. Rose water is very soothing to the skin, and it also promotes hydration. So it has the rose water in it that helps enhance healthy and resilient skin and gives you the glowing skin. It diffuses the light to illuminate the complexion for brightened skin tone. So as you all know, I know everybody here is using the Healthy Glow Base. If not, I encourage you to try it. Combine it with BB cream, and you look like you've been like going to the to a party or anything, but not really. It's like almost being natural. So again, it has that triple action that helps prevent wrinkles, evens out the skin tones, protects you from the UV rays. But it has the porous silica powder that keeps your helps long lasting makeup by controlling sweat and sebum, so you don't really look kind of like sweaty. And it has the photoluminescent powder that makes you diffuse the light. So when you take a picture of yourself, selfie or not, you look like you're glowing. And of course, it's free, it's healthy and mild, it's free of oxybenzone and mineral oil or any kind of animal derived ingredient. So, and it has vitamin C that helps brighten and revitalize skin. So I really love this one. So it helps even out the skin tone. So you could use it by itself or in combination with the Healthy Glow Base and the BB cream to give a natural glow. So that's another one that you could use to kind of make your care for your skin and at the same time get yourself a little bit more made up, more presentable when you go out into the world, so to speak. Again, it has rose water, has pearl powder that makes it that translucent look. But it also helps the skin supple and calm. The vitamin C and the acerola rather, acai berry, which is a antioxidant or a superfood. As we all know, acai berry is rich in anthocyanin, which helps with elasticity and hydration of the skin, and squalane, which also helps the skin moisturize and helps absorb nutrients. So again, just apply to your skin. You could combine it with the BB creams. And of course, when do you apply it? So after you do after you peel off your mask and you do your skincare line, you apply, when you do either the Fame or the Absolute, or if you don't have, sometimes if you don't have time, just put toner and then the nutrition cream, and then you could already put your sunscreen, and then your Healthy Glow Base, and then your BB cream together. So those are how you kind of the steps. So here's one of my partners here. This was before I applied her BB cream and the Healthy Glow Base. This is before she even had the skincare. I did a facial on her, and after the facial, after the evening care set and the Absolute skincare set, I applied immediately the BB cream and the Healthy Glow Base. As you can see, it evened out her skin tone. It even kind of sort of covered up her little spots there that was protruding. So she was really impressed with that one. So it's like a really like immediate before and after picture that I took of her. Now, of course, aside from the skin on our face, we also have to take care of our lips. Why? Because lips is just part of our face. So the lips is actually more sensitive than the skin on our face. So the cheek of our skin has multi-layers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like, couple layers depending on how thick your skin is. But what about our lips? It's thin and fragile. It also has one layer of that in the epidermis. That's one layer to protect it. So the more we have to be able to protect our lips, because you don't want to have a beautiful face and then your lips are like all cracked like this. It's kind of like doesn't look good. And what does cause chapped lips? Sunburn, especially you're out in the sun and your lips are dry and you haven't drank water. This would result into your lips like that. Cold weather. Yeah, cold weather is really number one for me because as the cold weather sucks the moisture out in the air, it also sucks the moisture out of our skin. Because remember, our skin has only one layer, so it does unable to keep that moisture in us as good as our cheek skin. Frequently licking your lips can make you dry too. If you have a medical condition, and you take any kind of pill or anything like that, then you will have a reaction. Some of the medications that you take can dry out your skin on your mouth and also your lips. So if you have, taking some medications, if you have vitamin deficiency, if you have iron deficiency and vitamin B deficiency, then it also leads up to this. And of course, dehydration. So how do we take care of our lips? Very easy. So hydrate from within. So drink water, at least 64 ounces. And that converts to 8 to 10 glasses per day of water, if you can. So hydrate, because if you only drink 1 cup a day, then you're definitely going to get dehydrated. Moisturize. So we need a moisturizing agent to moisturize our lips. So we'll talk about that because Atomy has 2 products that would help you do so. Of course, protect from harsh winter winds and harsh sun. Of course, we're going to use our Atomy products for that too. If you're smoking, it's recommended you quit smoking because that also adds up to a very dry lips. Exfoliate daily. You could do that with just kind of like, with just rubbing your, moisten it up and kind of rubbing it. Using the lip treatment, you could do that too. And then do lip care before you sleep or even anytime. And during the winter time, it's really dry in your house. Opt for a humidifier. Don't try not to lick your lips as often, and control your caffeine intake. Like, don't overdo the caffeine. Like, don't drink 10 coffees in a day or something like that. 1 or 2, maybe 3, not too much, because caffeine can dry up, cause dehydration also. So what does Atomy have for products for lip care? First and foremost, we have the Atomy lip treatment. So it's so wonderful because it has all this 3, well, maybe technically 4 oils: shea butter and rose oil, avocado oil, and olive oil. So it's a combination of these 3 moisturizing oils, which is ultra hydrating, and it has tocopherol acetate. That's basically a cousin of vitamin E, or vitamin E in another form, and phenolcyethanol. So all of them are moisturizing our skin. It's nourishing. So again, shea butter, we always see that in some, in the, we hear it all the time, shea butter. Shea butter is actually a very good moisturizing ingredient, has a natural vitamins and fatty acids that makes it nourishing and moisturizing for the skin, and including the skin of our lips. And of course, rose oil has a complete array of minerals that keeps the skin soft and moisturized. Of course, avocado oil, we also heard about that. It's rich in antioxidants and vitamins. It moisturizes and nourishes and fight aging process. It's ideal for dehydrated and damaged skin. So really, it's a very good ingredient to increase elasticity and rejuvenation. And last but not the least, we have the olive oil. It gives the nutrition that our skin needs because it contains 3 major antioxidants: the vitamin E, that's the tocopherol, polyphenols, and phytosteroids, which help protect the skin from premature aging and increases the long-lasting shield of moisture to keep our skin smooth and supple. So it helps keep that long-lasting protection for our lips. So that's our lip treatment, Atomy lip treatment. And we also have, if you want some tint to it, like I love our Atomy Lip Glow because it's a 3-in-1 multifunctional product. UV protection and lip color and lip care at the same time. So, of course, remember our skin is on the skin and our lips is only one layer. So we also have to protect it. So it has SPF 15. Imagine that, SPF 15, because our lips lack the pigment that protect us from UV rays. So we also have to protect them, or else you're gonna have. It's very rare, but some people do get sunburn also in the lips. And then it also has a lip color. It has a tint, like a little dewy, pinky lip color. I love this because I use that if I want to have a little bit of color in my lips, but not too much. You know what I mean? Like if you don't want to be look too much made up, I want it just natural. This is my go-to. Um, it has that go-to product because it enlivens the lips with sheer, shiny, rosy tint. And the more you kind of like go around your lips several times, the more darker the tint is, and it's almost like you have a lipstick too, but just kind of natural. And of course, it has the moisturizing effect of, it has 50% hydrating essence, which pamper your lips, keeps it nice and moist. So I really love this product because it's here. So before, you see this lady here, yeah, plain, she has pretty good lips. But then if you apply once, there's a little bit sheer. It's almost like similar to the lip treatment. But if you apply 2 to 3 times or 4 times or 5 times, it becomes darker. So it really gives you that really nice look. Just ignore the price there. I did not get a chance to update that one. But those are things you're gonna to protect your lips. So this is me just recently over the weekend. I use our products. Of course, the transformation for a wedding. That's me using the Atomy Healthy Glow Base, the BB cream. I also used the Adelica Gloss Tint plus the also I brought the lip glow with me in my little bag. And of course, you know, in addition to that, I did the Code Collagen Ample Cushion too. So that is for, and this is my references. So I think I'll probably defer the noni on the next time I present because I don't want to be over time. So that's it for our products for today.
Wow. Wow. That's great. That's great.
Wow.
Great information.